People come from all over the world for this.
Rubber boots are great.
Take some picture of the tulip here.
Yeah, Wooden Shoe Tulip Farm.
I get here about 5 a.m. every morning.
About 5 o'clock.
I looked at the weather forecast and saw that this Friday morning was going to be pretty clear, so I figured I'd take my chances.
They are enthusiasts and they are driven.
Oh, we're here for the sunrise.
Yeah, tulip and sunrise.
It's the most peaceful time of the day.
We get photographers really from all over the world that come in early in the morning. Some of them ask to camp at night, things like that.
Oh, you know, lucky I got it, so.
Outstanding photography that comes out of here.
I guess I'm crazy to be out here in this freezing cold. We woke up at like 4:30.
Wow, I'm all the way from Seattle.
So they're getting up probably at 2 or 3 in the morning to get here in time for the sunrise.
I travel a lot for photography, and this is one of my favorite places in the spring.
This is my second year coming, but the first time coming in the morning. Really lucked out for the way the tulips look.
There's something about watching that glow of the twilight and it turn and
Years and years of practice.
see Mountain Hood pop out like that.
You can see the sun coming right up over Mountain Hood. It's pretty amazing.
Waking up at 4 in the morning is not crazy.
Wow.
Uh-oh. Dodging people in front of you. I mean, honestly, I'd love to do this instead of going to work every day.
I mean, this is not my day job. I do something else for a living, but this is sort of my passion, and I go out of my way to go to places like this. Well, here's an example from several years back, and every year it's a different feel and a different view.
When you look across the field, it's just solid color. You know, there's really no flower that looks exactly like that.
It's a glorious day, absolutely glorious. Even the sun cooperated.
Oh my, yeah.
When the tulips hit a certain temperature and when they're open and they start to glow in the field, it's just jaw-dropping. It just, I always call it the wow factor.
Yeah, I mean, look at this gorgeous day. You just can't beat it.
When the sun comes up, the colors just explode. They glow in the sunlight.
Pretty spectacular.
I brought a lamp that needs to be put back together.
Yes.
This is the Milwaukee Repair Fair.
I brought in an old juicer.
Portable record player.
My vacuum cleaner.
And we got a group of volunteers together to help people repair items that they have at home. So instead of throwing it away, I brought in a lamp. They bring it here. It doesn't light up.
It's just not getting to the switch.
Just not working.
There's a poetry in fixing.
And I don't understand how these things work, so I don't really know.
I think this is a great idea.
Anything you can get done.
Okay.
We appreciate it.
This is all volunteer and you can bring one item.
It is fixable. Okay. My mother taught me to fix, gently, gently. When I was about 10 years old, she gave me a carburetor. Maybe you can fix it. The worst you can do is throw it out. So I did. I took it apart a couple times.
Maybe I'll bring the microwave in the next one.
Okay. Let me take a look. Boy, you just twisted a whole bunch. Yeah, go. Lead a little, lead a lot, lead a lot, lead. We're ready.
Sewing machine.
Yeah, it's much more sustainable to try to reuse, rather than throw away. I've seen toaster ovens. I've seen lamps.
Yes.
This is the broken part.
Oh, good going.
Okay, ready for the magic?
There's the poetry.
Yay!
Well worth the time.
I've seen blenders.
An old juicer. I'm hoping it'll turn on and make delicious juice at the end of the day.
You bring it here and maybe the guy at the table next to you knows how to do it.
It looks like this is a whole community repair.
And maybe the one next to him comes and helps.
A little further this way. Just got to snap back in.
It takes a village to get some juice. Yes, they got it. Yay!
Great way to bring the community together.
I just enjoy doing it. A lot of this is just logical and it makes perfect sense. But For a lot of people, it just makes such a big difference in their life to be able to have somebody do these little repairs.
It's quiet. Like, it doesn't seem like there's enough sound coming out really at all at this point. It's nice to be able to bring something like this to get an idea of the songs and the quality of the vinyl.
It is blowing the dirt instead of sucking it now.
It's blowing instead of sucking?
There's not much we can do here.
Okay. On the board. Okay.
Yeah, I definitely couldn't live without this. I have a cat and another kid on the way, so husband's going to be doing all the vacuuming, so I'd like to have one that works for him to use.
It's a big deal, otherwise you have to throw the whole thing out.
Hey!
Guess what?
That was in the vacuum. He said if they can't fix it, don't throw it out.
There are no failures in life, just new roads.
Yeah, it's sucking now. Fixed, ready to go.
Success. I'm very excited. It will go back home on the table
Hey, bingo.
instead of into the landfill.
Take it to the repair fair.
It's just a really special place.
Oh, this place is gorgeous.
Paulina Lake. The cabins have a really great view. When you stand there, you understand why they would want to have a summer camp there. It's not too shabby at all.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I didn't know it was going to be this cold.
We are here at Paulina Lake restoring the IOOF cabins.
The cabins being unoccupied and unused and unkept is the danger for them.
I am part of HistoriCorps, which is a nonprofit organization out of Denver, Colorado that works on restoring historic buildings on public lands.
They are.
It takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of funds.
Very likely without HistoriCorps, the buildings might not get restored. They might just deteriorate on their own because of the high cost.
If you need anything, let me know. I'm a volunteer. This is my first project with HistoriCorps, and I think this is a good way to give back.
Yes, it is vacation for me.
Why am I out here? There's a simple answer. It pleases me. This wall leans out about 4 inches. There you go. Do it to it. The buildings are going one at a time, and I'm just trying to do a little part to preserve it for when I'm gone, that people will be able to see a remnant of what was.
The International Order of the Odd Fellows, IOOF, had actually been in Oregon really early as a fraternal organization.
You know, I haven't learned enough about them. I would like to learn a little bit more.
Yeah, it's an important part of our history.
They were really one of the most influential early fraternal organizations along with the Masons. In the early 30s, the Odd Fellows were looking around in this great, area with so many natural resources. They were hoping to establish a summer camp for the junior Odd Fellows program. They settled on Paulina Lake, and eventually there would be a lodge and 11 cabins. The Odd Fellows actively used the summer camp for about 35 years, and then the organization started to go through changes and membership shrank. By the late 60s, they couldn't really afford to keep the camp up anymore.
I think these cabins are amazing, and it's nice to be able to see how people used to enjoy this area and to be able to do it relatively the same way many, many years later.
This is cabin number 3.
Well, in the 1980s, a lot of them were taken down.
Getting bigger, big flakes and everything. Whew. Biggest big golf ball size. I'm out of here.
Right now, there's only 4 cabins left.
I definitely would rather do this than sit on the beach. It's more interesting to me. I get to learn about how the buildings are made. It's just exciting, and it makes me feel like I'm part of something that is for all of us.
All right, give it to it.
I think that's really special and something that we're kind of missing in this day and age is that sense of like getting dirty and getting your hands into the game a little bit.
It's a good day.
And it's an honor and a privilege.
And we'll be at it again tomorrow.
To be in such places.
How nice it would be to come back here after working on this project to see it and bring friends or family and point out, hey, I worked on that, I did this part of it.